So welcome everyone to this video tutorial on data mining. In today's class we will have a look on the metric, which is a property that is possessed by the distance measure. The distance measure that we have discussed in our last video, which are Euclidean distance, Manhattan distance, or any other distance measure. So the properties that hold by the distance measure can be divided into three categories. One is the positivity. The first one is known as the positivity, the second one is known as the symmetricity, and the third one is known as the triangular inequality. Most of the distance measure possess all the three properties, or some of them may possess one or two properties of the out of three properties. So we will have to look one by one. So the first property tells you that the distance between two object I and j is greater than 0 if the two objects are not same. So this is, I'm saying again, so distance between two objects I and j is greater than 0 if I is not equal to j, and distance between two objects I and I will be same if I is equal to j, or distance will be equal to 0. So it is known as the positivity or definiteness property. The second property tells you that the distance between two objects I and j will be equal to the distance between j and I, which is known as the symmetricity property. And triangular inequality, we will call it as a triangular inequality property. That means the distance between two objects is always less than distance between the summation of distance between two different objects. So the first property tells you that the distance between two objects will be greater than 0 if they are not equal, and if the two objects are equal, the distance will be 0. The second property, which is the symmetricity property, tells you that the distance between two objects I and j will be equal to j and I. That is the symmetricity property. And the third is that the distance between two objects is less than the summation of the distance between I and k and j, where k is common to both I and j, which is known as the triangular inequality. So any distance measure which satisfy all these properties are known as a metric. So I am telling you again. So we called a distance measure like Euclidean, Manhattan, or L infinity distance to be a metric if it satisfy all the three different properties. So we will have a look on the previous example. So as you can see, suppose I have taken an example of Euclidean distance. So now see, the distance between x1 and x2 is 3.61. Distance between x1 and x2 is 3.61. So 3.61 is greater than 0. So I can say that distance of x1 and x2 is greater than 0, which is 3.61, and x1 is not equal to x2. So it is satisfying this first part of the first property. And the second property, if you look at that, distance of I is equal to 0, that means x1 is equal to x2. So if you can see in the slide, the value of x1, distance of x1 x1, so it is 0 here. Why? Because x1 is equal to x1. So distance between x1 and x1 is 0, and distance between x1 and x2 is 3.61. We satisfy the first property. So we can say that Euclidean distance satisfy the positivity property. So I have written here, distance of x1 x2 is 3.61 from this slide, or you can calculate by yourself. So I can say that it's greater than 0, and distance of x1 x1, where x1 is equal to x1, so I can say that the value is 0 here. So in the property I have written here like this. So this is satisfy the first positivity or definiteness property of the metric. The second property tells you that distance of ij equal to ji, which is the symmetricity property. And you should know that if you remember this particular matrix, this matrix is symmetric matrix. Symmetric matrix means the entry can be either upper triangular or the lower triangular. Distance of x1 x2 will be equal to distance of x2 x1. So if you say the second property, so I say that distance of x2 x3 will be equal to distance of x3 x2, which is equal to 5.1. So as you can see here, distance of x2 x3 is equal to 5.1, which I say that distance, which is also equal to the distance of x3 x2. So you can find this distance by using the formula, this root over root over x2 minus x3 minus 2 whole square plus 5 minus 0 whole square in case of x2 comma x3. As you can see in this, root over 3 minus 2 whole square plus 5 minus 0 whole square in case of x2 comma x3. But if you reverse it, if you reverse the element, which will be distance of x3 comma x2, then it will be opposite. It will be like 2 minus 3 whole square will be equal plus summation of 0 minus 5 whole square. Since we are squaring the term, though it is here it is plus 1 and here it is minus 1, since we are squaring the term, the both values will be same. So we can say that Euclidean distance satisfy the property number 2, which is the symmetricity property, okay, which tells you that the distance of x2 comma x3 or any other x2 comma x2 will be same equal to distance of x3 comma x2. The third property, which is known as the triangular inequality property, will be satisfied by this particular formula. Distance of ij is less than equal to distance of ik plus d distance of kj. So I have taken here the value of distance of x2 comma x3. Here my I is x2 and j is x3, which is less than my k is here equal to x1. So it is distance of x2 comma x1 plus distance of x1 comma x3. And from the chart you can put the values that distance of x2 comma x3 is 3.61 and distance of x2 comma x3 is 5.1, x2 comma x1 is 3.61 and x1 comma x3 is 2.24. So if we sum it up, then it will be 5.85. so 5.1 is less than 5.85. so we can say that Euclidean distance also satisfies this triangular equality, okay. So we can say that since it satisfies positivity, symmetricity and triangular inequality, we can tell that Euclidean distance is a matrix which satisfies all the three properties. So we can prove this, okay. So we can prove that distance, whether it is whether a distance measure is a metric or not, by looking at this value, by satisfying these properties. So this triangular inequality property is very important whenever you are doing clustering, okay. In future if you are going to do clustering, so if a particular distance measure satisfy the triangular inequality property, so that particular distance measure can be used and it can be acceptable in whenever you are going to do any kind of clustering algorithm, or you are going to apply it in case of clustering algorithm. So you have to remember this: to be a metric, a distance measures will satisfy all the three property, okay. Generally, a distance measure which satisfy part of these three properties known as the pseudo-symmetric metric, okay. So we will see that some distance measure satisfy all the three properties and some distance measure only satisfy part of the three properties, okay. So in the next class we will have a look on some other properties of the distance measure. So hope you like this video. Thank you very much.